You've heard a lot about multiple streams of income. I bet you have. In another way, you are told to diversify your income. Still talking about the same thing. But have you heard about intensifying your income? Yeah. Now, I kid you not. If you must unbundle your financial freedom, that is to say that become financially free whilst working and even in retirement, you must take advantage of your active life. Okay? The active moment of your life. Every product, human being inclusive, has a life cycle. And there's a functional part of your life cycle, the most functional part of your life cycle. For us as human beings, that is our working period, when we can put our brain to work, put our hands to work, and engage ourselves most meaningfully. There is always that, the cream of that period in our lives. The secret to becoming financially free whilst working and in retirement is that you are able to intensify your income generating abilities and capabilities during that cream period of your life. Of course, you don't have to forget diversification because it is very, very important also. My name is Debo Adejano, real estate entrepreneur, MDCO Royalty Point Limited, and they call us the Circle Landlord people. This is Real Estate Business with Debo Adejano. I started a series on Unbundling Your Financial Makeover. That is some videos ago, okay? This is part 12. Yes, we've gone through 1 to 11. So if you've missed any of it, I would encourage you to catch up. Now, what I've done is to structure how you can become financially free while working and in retirement in a way that you would understand it. And because I'm a real estate biased person, meaning that is the industry that I concentrate most of my investment, in, I structured it like a castle. Okay, so you have the foundation that is very, very important to any building, if you know anything about building at all. I share what the foundation of your financial freedom should be in the first episode of this series, part 1. Then we went on to the ground floor. The ground floor is an amazing structure with about 7 compartments, 7 apartments in it, and we shared from 1 to 7 what that would entail, the ground floor. Then we went on to the first floor, which was just a single apartment floor, okay? And then we moved on to the second floor, which is where we are at now. And second floor has 4 apartments. We've done the first 2. Now we are on the 3rd apartment, and that is the part 12 of this series. So here and today, I'll be talking about the importance of not just diversifying, but also intensifying your income making abilities. I'll be right back. Real Estate Independence Fast Track course is not something you want to joke with at all. Loads and loads and loads of learning and information and benefits await you at the next one. All you need to do is ensure that you register for your next Fast Track course. We're looking forward to seeing you. Do you want to be financially free? I hope you know that you will retire someday, and you probably are desirous of doing business with real estate or investing property for yourself, for your use. You need to learn about it before you make that next move. I tell people, you want to buy properties, you want to invest in property one way or the other, don't give it until you attend the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track course. See you there. Welcome back. Now, if you want to become financially free, which should be the desire of everybody, because if you've seen people who did not plan their financial life whilst working in retirement, you probably won't like to retire. Research has also shown that a lot of people die early once they retire. Why? They die just as soon as they retire, they die. Why? Because they probably realize that, look, life is not just that, amazing anymore. Mostly because they did not properly plan, okay, for their retirement. You want to be an exception to that because it's almost becoming the norm. One of the ways to become an exception to that is to take to heart the series that we've been on, Unbundling Your Financial Makeover, talking about your financial freedom. And today I'm talking about why it is important to diversify. Yes, that is to say that whilst you are in the prime of your life, when you can really engage your faculties, you can really engage your hands and your brains, put them to work right now. It is the time to put them to as much work as possible. So ensure that, hey, you are earning money from as many sources as possible. Some would recommend at least 4 streams of income. Four at least. And I would say at least, because you can make money from a lot of other ways beyond just 4. But most importantly, beyond diversifying your income, because diversification of your income speaks to making your money work for you in a lot of ways. Do you understand? Yes. Any opportunity that you can get. Now, this is how you get wealthy. This is how you become financially free. When you make money, you must learn how your money goes to work for you while you are making additional money and putting those money also to work. Okay? Yes. You must learn these acts, these traits as early as possible in life. So if you are young, probably in your 20s, watching this video, I really want to congratulate you because you are discovering facts, truths that a lot of people discovered late in their life and they applied it, but you see they had no much time left. With you being in your 20s, you probably have, tens of years left to practicalize these things, put them to use, and get maximum results. So, diversify your income. How do you diversify your income? Take, for example, you work in a place right now. First, I tell people you must know your type of person, what you are open to, what you can do well at. You should know that. Now, there are people, I say this all the time, there are people that are cut out for entrepreneurship because entrepreneurship involves huge risk taking. Okay, there are people who are risk averse. They don't like to take that much risk, so they may not really succeed so much as an entrepreneur starting businesses on their own, but they will do very well as intrapreneur, people who function in an existing environment. They don't carry the whole risk of starting it or making sure it doesn't close down per se, but they share the risk of running it because they like to put structures in place, like to run structures, they are routine people and things like that. So you must fundamentally know the type of person you are and decide if you are the type that is an entrepreneur or you are the type that is not an entrepreneur. You are a career person. You are a career-focused person. So you can function as an entrepreneur. You explore your creative abilities within an organization, not the one that goes out to the desert to start a forest. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you establish that, it will help you to know how to put your money to work. So take, for example, if you are an entrepreneur, a career person, whilst you are in your career, then you must be looking at opportunities to invest your money. And when I say invest your money, probably you don't want to be investing your money in businesses that will go bankrupt. So you want to invest your money in places and businesses and transactions that would thrive. You must take care of that. I remember, coming up as a young banker, I did a number of businesses, and I can tell you for my 8 years in the banking world, a lot of my money went into businesses, and all that came out from it is knowledge of how not to do business, if you get what I'm saying. So I really didn't pick much from those businesses in terms of any of them succeeding. However, I picked a lot of lessons. as a career person, you don't want to just be picking lessons. You want to learn your lessons and be able to put. So I advise career people, put your investments in things that are a bit hands-free, okay, that wouldn't require hands-on. That's one thing you should look at. So don't start a business and put your brother in it and put your sister in it and put people that are, especially when they are not proven. Do you understand what I'm saying? Especially when they are not proven business. You want to take a risk on a business, take it with a fraction of your money, that if it goes bad, you won't really, you won't feel it that much. Then you can take risk with such money. But the bulk of how you want to plan your future and all should go into investing in things that are, that are structured. So you're buying shares, you're buying properties, for example, and trading in it, selling it, buying it, renting it out, stuffs like that. You're putting your money in those kind of things, not in starting businesses. And don't get me wrong, you can start businesses with proven people. Once you know you have what it takes, you can spot the opportunities. Okay, yes, do that. But I would say personally that probably should be the last thing you do. So you should start with the basic investments, putting your money in savings account, putting it together to invest in capital market, in real estate, and then businesses if possible. Do you understand? So that is it for a career person. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, that is how to diversify your income for a career person. For an entrepreneur, you want to start a business, start an idea, grow it, stabilize it, and then start another one. Grow, stabilize it, and then start another one, or be a part in another one, be a partner in another one. Because you see, you are exposed to these things, you know how these things work, you are involved in it, so you can diversify your income that way. And don't just do it with one industry. Step out of your comfort zone. Partner with people out of the places. Just play on ideas that fascinate you and that there is a market for. Okay, so that's how to diversify your income as an entrepreneur. How do you intensify? Now, you intensify your income by bringing out so many ways that you can make money from the single or the one thing that you do, or the main thing that you do. So take, for example, I'm a real estate entrepreneur. That's what I tell people. I'm a real estate entrepreneur, and I've intensified my source of income within this real estate practice. So I am the MD CEO of a real estate development company. I do trainings and I lecture there. Okay, in that, so we have a training unit, and I draft courses, develop courses, and I lecture. I get paid. I lecture as a visiting lecturer in tertiary institutions. I get paid. Okay, I speak. All of this on real estate. I get paid. I've written books. I get paid. Do you understand all of this? So I'm intensifying. Of course, I develop as the MD CEO of the company. I get salary. And I also invest within that real estate environment. Okay. I try to, as much as possible, create ways by which I can make money from this same real estate that I'm doing, from this my one job of MD CEO of Realty Point Limited. Okay, I have so many avenues by which I make money. That is how to intensify. Drill down. If you are, say, an employee somewhere, yes, employees do write books. I hope you know that. Employees do write speeches and they give talks. I hope you know that. Nothing stops you from having an Instagram account and sharing about your profession, not just what you do in your office, but your profession. So you can monetize that over time. Find ways by which you can monetize this same thing that you do. The other day, a firm invited me to be an SME, subject matter expert, in conducting an interview. They were trying to recruit some people into real estate portfolios in their organization. And because I'm a real estate person, I was reached out to by the consulting firm to be on the panel and be the SME guy on the panel interviewing these people. Of course I did. So that's ways by which you can intensify. The secret to Intensifying your income is to also improve your learning. And I'll be talking about that in the next episode. You need to improve yourself. You need to build yourself to be able to intensify, even to be able to diversify. The secret to, being able to diversify yourself effectively, intensify effectively, is you. What you put in you. Have you developed yourself enough? If you have, it will show in how easily you can diversify or intensify. And if you still are found wanting, then you probably need to listen to the part 11 episode, because there I talked about how to work on yourself, how to improve yourself, and how to ensure that you earn more. Because to earn more, you have to learn more. So learning and improving yourself, self-development, is very important. It's shocking to me that people don't have budget for their personal improvement. Now we do this when I'm teaching on financial freedom, budgeting and all of that. I teach budgeting, and when we start to ask people, so what do you budget for your personal development? You will see that what a lot of people budget for their entertainment is far more than what they are willing to budget for their personal development. Wow! At some stage in your life, your budget for personal development must outweigh your budget for entertainment. I tell you this, and I kid you not, because that is what will help you build yourself, fortify yourself to be able to diversify and intensify. So you have multiple streams of income, you have money working for you, and you are also making as much money as possible. So that's the secret. You are making as much money as possible, as you should make at a particular time, on an ongoing basis. And as you make that money, you are also putting that money to work for you, so that your money is working for you. You are also working for money. Not just that your money is working for you alone. No, that won't take you to the utmost, pedestal of your financial freedom, especially when you are not working. In your prime, you should be working and getting as much money as you can get, engaging as much of your time as you can engage, and also putting the money you make to work for you also as much as possible. That's the secret of intensifying and diversifying. If you've picked one or two things from the video today, I will please encourage you to click on the like button. If you've not subscribed to this channel, click on subscription. Subscribe to the channel. We're on a drive to reach 1,000 subscribers. And yes, I know that there will come a time that will be wow. Can't believe I was saying that. But right now, that is where we are. Life is in phases, men are in sizes. So be a part of this our journey and click subscribe if you've not subscribed before. Click subscribe, especially if you are enjoying some of the videos that we've been dishing out. I can tell you that a lot is going into it to ensure that you are built up when you listen or when you watch this channel. Till I come your way in another episode, I remain yours sincerely, Debo Adejano, helping you sack your landlord. Thank you. Thank you. I believe you've enjoyed the video that you just watched. You gained a lot, right? Now, let me share with you where they say it all starts. It's called the Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track Course. It's a 2-all-day event. 2 days fully packed, teaching you about real estate, not just teaching you, showing you real estate stuff that you probably would not know. I'll be teaching you as a real estate entrepreneur or someone that is buying real estate for personal use or for investment, one way or the other. This is a course you don't want to miss. There is no two of its kind in the market. It's the best that there is in the market, and you want to be there. Guess what? It is absolutely free. If it is about real estate and it is about investing, particularly in Nigeria, this is a course that you want to attend. For the value that you will gain, it is absolutely free. All you need to do right now is to click on the link and register for the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track Course. As a real estate entrepreneur or as a owner occupier of a house, this is a course you don't want to miss. So see you at the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track Course. Click the link below and get registered. Looking forward to seeing you there.